Coffee is like an all-day sippy cup for me. I'll sit there with a pot of coffee. I'll finish that and I'll make another pot of coffee. Drives my girlfriends up a wall. But what can I say? Anyways, let's talk about dating and what our dating lives or social lives, whatever those might be. Because it's been a wild ride for me.
I got a good story.
Let's go ahead and kick this one off. Welcome to the Girls Ask Guys Show, Season 4, Episode 2 of Season 4. We are your guidebook to modern dating and relationships. We show you the opportunities that you could be missing and how to avoid the pitfalls in today's modern relationship and dating world. Today we're going to be discussing my dating life and social life, and Ashley's dating life and social life, so that you can kind of learn a little bit about us and some of the stuff that we do in order to enhance our relationships. Before we jump back into all of that, I want to give you a little quick reminder that we are sponsored by iknowcupid.com. And with that, you get the advice, you can get some coaching that you can actually use today. We are not kidding. You can use what we have today. So visit our site, iknowcupid.com, to get started on that. So now let's get on with our dating lives and social lives and how all that stuff works.
All right, so let me start.
Go ahead.
All right, so in between Season 3 and Season 4, or in between season, wherever we are right now.
Yeah.
After Season 3, as you guys know, for the first 3 seasons, I was in a situationship that just progressively got worse. If you listen to the show, you'll notice that. Yeah, so that's no longer a thing anymore. But I have met somebody, and I have to tell you, I crashed and burned, guys. So we'll get back to it. How's your stuff been, John?
Oh, it's been on again, off again. No joke. Let's see. Yeah, about the middle of Season 3, I was seeing somebody, and it was friggin' awesome. Really, I could not ask for anything better. And that ended. And it threw me for a friggin' loop. I was contacting ex-girlfriends like you would not believe to try and figure out what was going on. And then, my mistake, I jumped into a rebound. Don't do that. Yeah, that kind of worked for a little bit. Took some of the sting off from the previous relationship. Obviously, didn't work either. But recently, at work, I've been gaining a lot of attention from a lot of different women. The only problem is they're all either engaged or married. I don't understand that. I'm not, but the thing is that I'm not doing anything. These people are approaching me, and some of them I really can't figure out. I mean, is that the kind of marriage that you got? I've never been put in that situation where I'm sitting there going, "Wait a minute, are you serious?" But yeah, the last big relationship that I had, it ended for the same reasons that a lot of the other ones ended. And if you go back and listen to Season 3, I was too good to be true. I am not kidding.
Oh, boy.
I am not kidding. Yes, I am not kidding.
That. No.
No.
I believe it, though.
She just couldn't believe how great things were, and she started getting these very intense feelings, and it spooked her. That's what it is. A lot of girls I go out with get spooked, and they end up cutting ties.
Yes. John is our resident Superman, who apparently is mixed with Casablanca, or was it John? What's that guy's name?
No, it's Casanova.
Don Juan?
Yeah, Don Juan Casanova wrapped into one.
Yeah, Don Juan Casanova over here, who's too good to be true. Meanwhile, what is the number one most important thing in a relationship, my friends, when it comes to the Girls Ask Guys show? John, what is the number one most important thing?
Yeah, communication.
Let me tell you.
And that's my downfall. I did figure out what I'm doing wrong. It took a lot of asking questions. And what it is that I go too deep, too fast. That's my problem.
Okay. Well.
No. The communication too deep, too fast.
Yeah.
Because I drilled down. I tried.
You drill down?
Okay, so yeah, so our show is already marked explicit, so we're just going to go quad
Just gonna go
X
say
on
fuck
this.
Yeah. Fuck it. We already just got marked explicit.
Yeah.
We tried. We lasted one episode. That's not bad.
What I do is when I'm asking questions and I'm talking about different topics, different subjects with people, it creates those emotions and those connections. And I keep going down that rabbit hole with those connections, and it's too fast.
Too much too soon, yeah.
Yeah, too much too soon. And it's not that I was intentionally doing it.
Right.
I was just going too fast in too few dates. I need to spread that out more.
Yes, exactly. Well, I have a fun story about how Ashley literally should probably sign up for our course because you know where I messed up?
Uh-oh.
Opening great. Great opening. Have a fantastic time. Move it over to the first date. Now, if you listen to the show, you know I have no problem carrying a conversation. But boy, did I chicken out. I had a word vomit that I had never had before. I got so nervous. Now, and I always preach calm, cool, collective. I got so scared and so nervous, you would have thought that I have never talked to another human being in my life. It was so embarrassing. I understand. Honestly, now I have been humbled by the fact. And you know what it was? It was that the person was so smart. I'm not talking about smart.
Yeah, it's that intelligence.
Yeah, it was a little intimidating. I've never been intimidated. And I was like, whoa, what? I can't talk right now. And I started rambling. I got nervous. Now I understand why people say this is difficult, but I've never had that experience until I did. And let me tell you, if you've been through that, no wonder you give it up because it is embarrassing. But again, communication is the most important thing. So I was able to, after I vomited words for an hour on a Zoom call, embarrassingly, by the way, literally, it's just horrible. To the point where I was like, well, you might as well just delete this person's number. Luckily, after that, we were able to have a conversation and I was able to explain that I was nervous. And because the communication skills were strong, things were salvaged. But had I just given up, that would have been just the most embarrassing thing. And it would be a story that person would tell forever. Yeah, and it'd be one of those things that you were like, damn, I wish I could go back and change it. Right. Like I said, if you suffer from the anxiety, I get it now. Before I didn't get it, I get it. Well, I mean, that just goes to show that we are not 100% successful in our own lives. Nobody's going to be 100% successful. 100% success cannot be guaranteed. You're going to stumble. I've been doing this for, how old is Dirt? Dirt is about 4 million years old. So I'd say you're rounding about 8 here. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I'm not even 100% successful. I had a client not too long ago, and he's like, I don't get this. So I was like, look, we'll go out there. I'll show you how it's done. And I've had other coaches who showed me how to do this, and they always had an excuse. They would go out there and they'd try and talk about going down in flames. I mean, it was bad. Like, oh, well, I wasn't in the right state. What? What is that? Dude, I think I was possessed by like a word demon because that was not me. Like, you've talked to me. Everybody, like, I've talked to me. I never get nervous. And I was so nervous that I was like, it was embarrassing. Like, I wish I would have recorded it. Actually, I probably do have it recorded because I record most of my Zoom. But I would probably never admit to it if it was me. Well, I went out and I was like, pick somebody out. So he picked out this amazing looking girl. And I went up and did what I do. Very low key, under the radar type opening. I got maybe 30 seconds into it, immediately shot down. And I had come back and I was like, yeah, that didn't work. I'm sitting here with a client who, he's not paying me a whole lot. It's like $30. It's covered gas. Right. I'm just like, okay, this is bad. Yeah. I'm coaching this guy and I can't do it myself. But I was like, hold on, let's do this again. And then the next person that I talked to, not only did I get her phone number, but I also set up a date for the next day. And I was like, that's how it's done. Mm-hmm. So he just needed a good example.
So I gave them an example of
Right.
what not to do and how to recover from that. And then how to actually go and talk to a person and find out who they are, see if they're right for you, and then set up a date.
Yeah. And honestly, like, apparently, even if you do set up a date, whether it's through Zoom, because, Omicron, thank you, Omicron variant, for really just screwing my love life even more. But even if it's through Zoom or something, but if it was just that you were nervous, you can obviously learn to communicate the fact that, hey, I was nervous. And it's a really good learning experience. I will say that.
And
It really was, because it was humbling.
I was kind of rusty.
Yeah. And dude, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I was going out with somebody at the time, and I hadn't done a whole lot of approaches. At least not approaches with hope
Yeah.
to see if they're interested in me as well, or to at least build that interest. So I was rusty on that. It didn't take me very long to recover.
And I will say, honestly, the initial approach is super important. And like, as we go through the season, we're going to talk, obviously, we never miss a season where we don't talk about the approach, talk about transitioning and all that, or transitioning to dates and all that stuff. But the approach is super important, because if it wasn't for a halfway decent approach, I don't think that person would have even tried to resolve that. They wouldn't even tried to resolve. They probably would have just written me off and been like, this person's a fucking weirdo. And because I was able to approach so well and I was able to do that, they were like, hey, I got to pick up the phone, call you, and we can talk about this. And it really, like, it was, like I said, probably most humble experience I've had all year. Because, again, like you said, we're pretty rusty at this stuff.
And the more that I get out, the more that I do things, which really this break really helped me with, because I've been able to get out more. Because for the listeners that don't know, I work at night. So I go in at roughly around 9 o'clock. I'm not off until around 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sleeping all day. That doesn't leave me a whole lot of time to do a whole lot else, like seeing my girlfriends or seeing my girlfriend.
Right.
No S. No S. I'm done with the S part. But
Yes, finally.
but
You are on my side. You get it now.
but going out, being able to see her, and then being able to go out when I'm not with somebody, being able to go out and meet people and interact with them, and building my social circle back up, that really suffered. So this break that we had really allowed me to go out there and just get back into it and go through and test a few things that I've been thinking about, things that I've been going over my head with. I ordered a whole, like a wardrobe of new shirts.
I can only imagine.
You're going to go wild over one of them. I get so many compliments on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have people coming up to me just wanting to talk to me because I'm wearing that particular shirt. It's dark purple and bright pink.
This is horrible. Those colors scream flamboyance. Like, oh, that is loud. I've never worn anything that loud before.
It pushed me outside my comfort zone because I wasn't too
I
sure
bought a pair of
about it.
sneakers.
Actually, I got a new manufacturer for custom shoes if anybody's interested.
Yeah, me buying a pair of sneakers is huge, guys. I don't wear socks. So I bought a pair of sneakers. I got a long sleeve shirt now and some jeans. And I wear them at least once a week. See, we're growing with you guys. But realistically, no, it's been, yeah, like you said, it's been actually pretty cool to get back out there and, like, learn how things have changed. So now we're able to kind of understand what's
Coming
going
out
on
of the pandemic and seeing what everybody else is dealing with. Oh my gosh.
Wild.
We're going to have to do an entire show just on the changes that some of these online dating sites have been going through in order to try and salvage their business.
Also, have they always been that expensive?
Yes. Match Group. So Match.com, if people are not aware of it, they own a ton of the dating websites that are out there.
Yeah, they own like Tinder and Hinge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so if you sign up with one, you should get all three, really. But now they're going virtual reality.
Dude, yeah, we have to do a whole episode on that. I'm glad you know that. Because I was like, this has got to be the worst. I think it's the worst idea in human history. It's not even because people lie. People are going to lie regardless. The problem is people are going to be motivated to actually leave their house. I think that's what's going to happen.
There was a website out there similar to that. And
IMVU?
No, there was another one. It wasn't just a dating website. It was like a whole social website with a dating element to where you can go into like private rooms and strip down and do all the nasty stuff.
What?
Yeah, virtual. You can watch it.
That one.
It's no longer up.
They went out of business. Test it for an episode.
Yeah, but you can sit there and watch your avatar do the nasty.
So weird, dude. Like, ew. What's the point of that?
I have no idea. I did sign up for it, but I was on the free version, so I couldn't do all that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't do all the wicked, nasty stuff.
I could only go to first base.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The best you could do is hug somebody. And
Whoa.
you had to click the drop down and click on hug, and then your avatar would move in. They have to accept the hug, and then you can watch your little characters hug. Woohoo.
That sounds awful.
But
Man.
yeah, it was like a $35 upgrade per month in order to be able to do everything else.
You could just do it for free, like if you meet up.
Yeah. Exactly. Do it in person.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
But apparently what they're doing on these sites is now you can go to a bar or a club or wherever else and virtually interact with other people. And then if you want, you can go into like a separate room or whatever, and then you can talk privately. But apparently they're getting rid of the text part so you can use your voice. So it's VoIP through an avatar. At least that's how I understand it.
It sounds terrifying. And actually, I'm not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan of it either because, yeah, you do that and then you want to go meet in person. Well, why not just go meet them in person? Get out of your house and go
that's
someplace.
That's exactly it. Like, I understand, listen, nobody loves their hobbit hole more than I do. But even I draw the line at stuff like that. That's crazy. That is wild. And what's crazier is the only reason I think this is a good thing, and this is what I say, if someone's in like a wheelchair, you know what I mean, or they're not, you know, they're differently abled in a way where they're not able to actually be able to go out and do those things. I think it's fantastic for them. But there are some people in this world who are just plain freaking lazy, and that is who I'm worried about.
Yeah. I know after the pandemic, there's a lot of people aching to get out and go meet somebody in person. Let me tell you, when my state got rid of the masks, as soon as midnight hit, I was like, boom, that thing is gone. I didn't even look back. I was like, it's gone, done. And now I can see somebody's entire face.
Right. As soon as I got my vaccination, I was like, no need for this. And that's exactly it. I mean, guys, obviously we can't tell you what to do with your bodies, but be safe as you navigate this post-pandemic world. If you're engaging in anything, use protection. Make sure that you're honest about your results when it comes to any sort of test. And just be honest with each other. And I think that's my biggest fear, is that people are going to meet up and lie about their COVID diagnosis or whatever. And I don't think you should do that. So if you're going into these chat rooms as they're being built, make sure you're honest with people. Don't lie. Don't make your avatar a 6'5" buff black guy if you're literally a 13-year-old or something.
If you're a 13-year-old, you shouldn't be listening to the show.
You shouldn't be on there. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry if you're a new person listening and that sounds rude. The thing is, I don't mind kids. This isn't the place for them.
This is not the place for
them.
them.
They can talk to their parents. Yeah, they can talk to their parents. They can't talk to us. But also, as you guys go into navigate this post-COVID dating world, I want you to really consider the fact that some of these people have lost people to this. Some of these people, first responders who are overworked. Some people have just lost their jobs. You're going to have to navigate this with compassion as well. And I think a metaverse type thing for dating is not the best medium for that.
No, I get it. It's a tool. That's how I view it. Online dating is a tool to meet people that you generally would not meet in your daily routine. Let me tell you, my daily routine is I go from home, I go to the gas station, I get my refill of coffee there, and then I go to work. I get off work, I go to the grocery store, I come home. That's my daily routine. Sometimes I catch myself on autopilot.
Right, yeah. Because my daily routine is the same thing.
Yeah, I intend to go someplace else, and I find myself, what am I doing here?
Right, exactly.
So expanding my world beyond those two places is different. But when I do go out, I have no choice. I don't have any bad clothes. I don't have any daily wear clothes.
Sweaters?
Yeah, nope. Whenever I step out of the house, I'm always dressed to the nines because I left myself no choice.
It's true. He's not lying. Even when we're on Zoom calls, he's literally dressed like we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm in like full-blown pajamas.
Now, I can use online dating if I wanted to, and all that's going to do is expand the amount of people that I'm introduced to. But you're at a disadvantage as well. And we'll get into that with our course and everything else, which is going to be released. If you're watching our social media, you're seeing it. It's coming. We've done the beta version. We've got the results from the beta version. We're going into like alpha minus.
Yep.
Very soon.
Very, very soon, guys. We have a lot of updates that are happening relatively soon. A lot of things that have actually changed. And one of my favorite things about this show is that it's a clear evolution from its first episode. We are radically different from where we first started. We're ranked in the world, which is incredible.
Yeah, that first episode is so painful to listen to.
It is painful, and
Yeah.
I'm not in it, so that's why it's even more painful for me. But
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding.
That one, I was speaking way too fast. I over-edited it, and yeah, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I mean, even the microphone wasn't right. The settings weren't right. I mean, oh, God. I don't think it was until, like, episode 15 where we even got a decent editing done.
Yeah, that's what it takes to grow. Like I said, we have so much coming up, so
Yeah.
many things in the works, and we really do. And we say it every season, and we bring it to you every time. Every season is a bigger season than the last one. We're going for number 25 in the world, so I want you guys to make sure to share this show,
Oh, yeah.
because if we are not number 25, we better be number 20.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have.
When I was going through and I was updating everything for the new website, when I say new, I mean it is completely new. Listen to our last episode, you'll get updates on that. But when I was going through and I saw that we were number 33 in the world, that blew my
Wow.
mind. I was like, that's got to be an error. I'm serious.
Right? Yeah, you just hit refresh. Like, there's no way. Update. But we really are. And we really, I can never stress enough how important you guys are to us. That's why we encourage you to write in. We've gotten some awesome reviews. There's one person who rated us 1 star, and you can already guess who that was.
Yeah.
And if you want to sue us, buddy. Don't give us 1 star.
Yeah, your cease and desist isn't going to work because we are coming back.
Yeah.
We are going to be reviewing you again. Try the cease and desist again. We did make an error with that episode, so we took it down. But error's been corrected.
You ain't seen nothing yet, baby boy. That's all I'm going to tell you. But, of course, like I said, guys, we want to thank you personally for listening. Thank you for listening to this episode in particular because it's cool. You're now learning who we are, and now we're going forward into season 4. We're going to jump back into probably some really cool discussion, really fun stuff, and I'm very excited to see what happens. Thanks for everyone supporting us, all of our members, everybody who just really tunes in weekly. If you tune in monthly, listen, if this is your first time listening, thank you too. If you like this episode, please make sure you share it with a friend. And along with sharing it with a friend, make sure that you leave a review at podchaser.com, PODCHASER.com. Make sure to leave the review there, and we will thank you. Make sure you like us, make sure you subscribe, share, tell mom, tell your friend, tell everybody you know about this goddamn show so we can become number 25 in the world. And if you have any questions or you want any coaching, visit our website at iknowpeople.com. Thanks, by the way, to I Know People for sponsoring the Go That's Bad show. Remember, the more you expect from yourself, the more you excel. So I'm Ashley.
And I'm John. And we will talk to you on the next one.